Hi, this is Michael P. Coleman, Content Director for Brother Be Well. Thanking you for checking out this series, this trauma and healing series brought to you by Blue Shield of California's Blue Sky Initiative. We're going to do a little mindfulness exercise in just a couple minutes. I find myself wishing that you were a personal therapist of mine, Grace, because I need a Grace Cecilio there because I'm learning to be mindful. That experience hasn't yet happened to me, so I was surprised to read about it a little, and that could be because maybe the trauma that I've gone through, I've been through therapy, and it's treated trauma. So I appreciate those tips for someone who may be suffering and grappling with trauma and the results of that. And I love your point. Have a trained professional there. One of our colleagues with Capital City Black Nurses is very quick to say, speak to a professional. So if you're having a mental health issue, talk to a mental health practitioner. Don't try to do it. Don't try to do it by yourself. So I appreciate that
Mm.
thought. Can you, off the top of your head, think of other groups? You mentioned PTSD sufferers. Are there other groups or other types of experiences or other people that might want to think twice about mindful meditation, or at the very least, they might want to talk to someone before they get started?
Yes, I'm thinking as soon as you said that, I was thinking of like high anxiety or deep depression. If especially if you're in that route of taking medication to just find a normal or like a sense of balance, because it's really diving into these practices allows you to sit into whatever is deep down inside of you. And if
Mm.
you're already kind of unable to just sit with that on your own, then it can be really, really intense and challenging when you adopt a practice such as meditation, because that's literally what you're doing is sitting in this. So in that scenario, I would suggest, even if you're feeling like maybe a public class could be helpful, and then you could talk to a meditation teacher or someone who has more experience. That can be an easier avenue to get in through that. And guided meditations, I know that there are a lot of apps and websites that offer things specifically for anxiety or depression or anything that you're really going through, to help feel that support as you go through this path.
Really great suggestions and feedbacks. Technology can be a wonderful tool. We were talking earlier about having maybe too many screens around, but one screen where you could look up something or download an app can make a lot of difference on your mental health journey and physical health journey, and quite helpful in a lot of different ways. So really appreciate that.
Mm.
Grace, my as we move forward here, I'm remembering my grandmother. I can hear her voice in my head. She taught me not to wear out my welcome, so I don't want to do that with you. You do a fabulous last Monday of the month, I think it is, mindfulness workshop for the Brother Be Well family. Go to brotherbewell.com, by the way, and sign up for that. Find out the information on Grace's monthly mindfulness workshop. So I don't want to wear out my welcome during this session, Grace, but would you please walk us through a brief mindful meditation practice right here, so people watching might see how their first one's going to go.
Absolutely. Yes. Okay. Even if you've never practiced any kind of mindfulness or meditation before, we all know how to breathe, right? So let's just tune in to our breath together. So I invite you watching to sit a little taller wherever you are and take a full breath in through your nose. Then open your mouth, let out a big sigh. Yeah, let your shoulders get softer. Big breath in, big breath out. If you have sound, feel free to let it out. Big inhale. Open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice. Bring one hand onto your heart and one hand onto your belly. And together we'll pay attention to our breath and deepen our capacity as we tune in. If you feel comfortable, you could close your eyes, or you might just look down the tip of your nose so that external distractions fade away. Inhale through your nose, fill up your chest, allow the ribs to expand, allow your belly to inflate. And exhale, let everything get softer. Nice. We'll do that 4 more times. Inhale, chest, expand the ribs, inflate the belly. Exhale, let it go. 3 more. Inhale, chest, ribs, belly. Exhale, release. Inhale together, chest, ribs, belly. Exhale, let it go. Last one, let it be your biggest breath of the day. Inhale, chest, ribs, belly. Exhale, release. Find your natural rhythm of breath in and out of your nose. And just notice your body here, scanning from the top of your head, down your shoulders, torso, and into your toes. If there's any residual tension, stress, heaviness, give yourself a release by breathing all of that out. Just 2 more deep breaths right here. And as you're ready, we'll blink our eyes open and come back into this space. How you feeling, Michael?
I am feeling great, Grace. We should have we've got one more production on the schedule today. We should have scheduled you last because I'm so relaxed right now. So completely just released everything. I love the process of breath, rib cage, belly. It kind of helped me even track the breaths as they were going in and out, and I could almost feel the transition from lower here and then out of my mouth. It was fantastic.
I love that reflection. Thank you, Michael.
Really, thank you, Grace. Can you help me as we get ready to wrap up? What are some tips if you got some tips or ideas or hacks? How can someone start mindfully meditating right now? They're going to stop watching this video. What are the first steps that someone who's new to this might want to take?
For sure. So the first thing is committing to wanting to do it. So I think that there are a lot of big ideas out there of really having an hour-long practice and going to yoga and doing all the beautiful things. But first, just commit from where you are. If you don't have any kind of practice, maybe start with 2 minutes. 2 minutes of sitting down, focusing on your breath. And if that feels challenging, put on a recording, put on music, some ocean sounds, or even a guided meditation. They do have ones that are just 2 minutes. So definitely find some on YouTube or one of those apps that invite meditation. So I would start there with committing to choosing a part of the day that you can really sit down and do something like that. And then my next tip is to just add mindfulness to whatever you're already doing. So when you're taking your morning walk to go get the newspaper or to get the mail, pay attention to your walk. Maybe leave your phone in the house and just walk, feel your steps on the ground. If you are going to take a shower, maybe pay attention to the water bouncing off of your skin, feeling the shampoo in your hair, and allowing yourself to really be in that moment, not stressed about what's to come in your day or what happened earlier that day. And really just getting in that mindful practice and that state of being so that we can cultivate this as a lifestyle.
What would you, great suggestions once again, Grace. What would you have to say about something you said prompted this? Um, Picking the time of day when you can commit to it. I think those were your words. For me, one of the highlights of my day is mealtime. I like a good, healthy, delicious meal. What would you think about a couple minutes of mindfulness every day before lunch? You're looking
That
forward to lunch. I plan that out. So before I sit down, I'm going to do a little mindfulness and resetting, kind of releasing everything from the morning and kind of resetting. What
mm,
would you think about that as a
I
strategy?
love that idea. And I think we've talked about this before about setting the time, not necessarily at a specific like 11 o'clock every day, but really adding it to your schedule. So before a meal or after I brush my teeth or something that you're already unconsciously or subconsciously doing that is automatic, and just attaching a little practice to that can really impact you. And then I'll go one step further. Your mealtime can be a mindfulness practice. I stayed at a Zen Buddhist monastery for a while, and meals were silent because they wanted us to really feel our food and be with our nourishment. So you could chew, and they recommended chewing no less than 30 times and really allowing all the flavors, the taste to come through, and then swallowing and doing the whole process again. That's a practice too.
I love that idea. I'm going to start that one tonight with dinner. I've got a habit of needing a little noise in the background music. I'm going to try it today. Just turn off the music and just mindfully enjoy that meal and pay attention to all of those sensations that you just talked about.
Mm.
Grace Cecilio, Brother Be Well mindfulness expert. I could talk to you every day, all day. I think I might lose my job if I did that, but I love to do it. I'd love to spend some more time with you, Grace. Thanks so much for this. It's been really incredible.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure.
We'll see you soon. We'll see you very soon. So I want to thank you for checking out this video. This one has been made possible by the support from Blue Shield of California's Blue Sky Initiative. That initiative boosts access to mental health support. You can learn all about that fantastic program at bluesky.blueshieldca.com. That's bluesky.blueshieldca.com. Another website that I want to tell you about ours, brotherbewell.com. If you've enjoyed this video, check out any one of a number of those other videos that are part of this trauma and healing series. You can find all of those at brotherbewell.com. Also, a variety of videos on any one of a number of topics that relate to mental health and physical health. In fact, not just videos, audio podcasts, compelling print pieces, all kinds of resources, all right there for you at brotherbewell.com. We're a membership supported service. If you can join us as a member, we'd love that. If you'd like to sign up for our blog, that one's free. Just give us your email address and we'll get you started. You can join the Brother Be Well family that way. My name again, Michael P. Coleman. I'm content director for Brother Be Well. I want to ask you to do just two quick things for me. Take great care of yourself. And everything we're trying to do is designed to help you do that. When you get that down or you start to get it a little bit, reach out and help somebody else, would you? Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you next time. I'm looking forward to it. Bye-bye.